Man, these travel restrictions are really getting to me. It's like, oh my god, staying here for 9 months, it's just not good for me. I thought I'll do something a bit different for this channel because the travel restrictions are just ridiculous now, and yeah, I just want to reflect back maybe and tell you a story of the month that was the best month in my life, and that was the month that we went to Toronto. I think this video will also be helpful for you if you'd like to escape somewhere for a longer period of time than just a vacation somewhere. And if you're just visiting Toronto, I think I have quite a lot of things to say about it. So I will try to go over as much here as possible, even the good and bad things, so I'm leaving nothing out. Let's start with coming to Toronto actually. So for us it was one step over. We fly from Trieste, we fly to Munich, and then from Munich to Toronto. If you're European and you've never been to States or to Canada, this will definitely caught you by surprise a little bit. When you come to the airport, when you go through a regular control, they really make you feel uncomfortable. I mean, they really make you feel unwelcome because they ask you like a whole bunch of personal questions like, how long have you two been together? Are you living together? Do you have kids? How much money do you have? What do you do for work? Do you have financial problems? They ask you so many questions. It's ridiculous. I don't know, maybe if we were going for like a week or a few days, maybe that would be different. It's just we were going for a month. But anyway, I had like the Airbnb booked and paid for the whole month, and we had the return tickets paid for, which was apparently like a plus, but still there's a lot of questions asked. Thankfully we didn't have to open up our baggage because we had quite a lot with us, and the officer at the last gate he asked us a couple of questions if we have any food or anything like that, or any cannabis or something, and he just let us go, so we didn't have to show them the bags or anything like that. So the first day or night, I should say, wasn't such a pleasant experience because also the train that runs between airport and Union Station, the central station in Toronto, broke down, and we had to wait for like, after we got out of the customs, the immigration, we had to wait for like 2 hours for the train. that was another thing, but in anyways, all of these things happened and we're just happy to be there, Why did we actually go? When I say we, I'm always talking about me and my girlfriend. Why did we actually go? We said we want to go somewhere for a month. We want to get away from here and we want to experience, just 1 month of a life somewhere else, elsewhere. And like the first place that came to my mind was Toronto, because like for some reason, I don't really know why, but for some reason I always wanted to visit Canada and Toronto specifically. It was something that was there from like when I was little, so it's something I can't really explain or tell you I want to go because of that, and because of that it's just something that's in here. We both agree on that. I found some good tickets, I booked a nice Airbnb, and yeah, we just waited. So also one big thing was we were home for every single holiday, for every single Christmas and New Year. Since I can remember, I never missed a Christmas with my family, and that was the first time spending Christmas somewhere else, because we went on the 1st of December. We went on the 1st of December and our flight back was on 31st of December. So we spent the whole month, and we were actually on a plane during the New Year, which was also a fun experience. Basically that's the main reason why we went, is because we wanted to go somewhere for a month, and because I really fancied Toronto for a long time, and it was this like a huge check on the bucket list. And the purpose is like, this wasn't like a holiday, okay? We didn't have like planes booked and tickets and cars and everything like that. It was just, let's go there and let's just be there. And it was the best kind of holiday I ever had. Now let's first start with the expenses, because like I feel this is the question that a lot of you have. Is Toronto really expensive, or how do you afford to get there for a month? So here's the thing. The return tickets were 500 per person, 500 euros, which is, I think, you can get better price, but it's very good price as well. It's very good price. And when it comes to staying in Toronto, we choose one place because, like I said, this wasn't a holiday. This wasn't for us like we want to see as many things as possible. We want to just go and be there. So we choose one place. Firstly, it's cheaper if you rent out for a month. There's a pretty big discount over renting, place to place to place. And we get to unpack and just be comfortable there for the whole month. So the studio itself was a bit expensive because when I was booking it, I wanted us to be in like a nice area of Toronto, a very close to center area, an area that's like well known otherwise, and that was we stayed in a downtown Toronto, which is if you want to know specifically, we stayed on the Fort York Boulevard. You can check it on Google Maps. It's a very nice part of downtown. And of course the price there are gonna be higher, and you can rent out an apartment for much cheaper than we did. We paid 1,800 for a month, with all expenses and everything, of course. And then when it comes to food, the food really depends on you. Are you gonna eat out? Are you gonna cook at home? We basically cooked at home like the whole month because we had time. Okay, so we went to the grocery store, we bought groceries, and we cooked at home. We had breakfast at home, then we went out, and sometimes we came back and we had lunch at home. Sometimes we would eat something outside. It was just let's just do whatever we want, but we weren't spending a lot of money, just throwing it out. It's it was a bit of a plan to go to grocery store, but buy as much as we can, and so that we can cook and prepare our food at home, which is obviously a lot cheaper than going out. Now, of course, if you're European, if you're from Slovenia like me, you have to go to something like Tim Hortons because it's the Canadian thing, and you have to go. And you have to go to Taco Bell because it's very well known, and you don't have it here. And you have to go to the Domino's Pizza and things like that. Those small things that you just have to go because it's so nostalgic, and it's something that you always see in the movies or you always see somewhere, but you never actually got to experience it here in Slovenia or somewhere else even. But yeah, so when it comes to expenses, it's I was a bit surprised because it wasn't really that expensive. The groceries and everyday living was just it wasn't that bad, honestly. I expected to spend a lot more than we actually did. Now, what about the things that you absolutely must see in Toronto? There is depending on where you're coming from or what your wishes are, there is of course so many things in a big city like that a lot of different people would describe as you must see that and you must see that. But I mean, you go to the CN Tower, you can't really miss that, Another big thing that I would say you cannot miss is Niagara Falls, because it's so close to Toronto. It's just a magnificent place, and you really cannot miss that. This is one thing you just absolutely have to go. We actually went by train. We went from the Union Station, the Toronto main station, to Niagara Falls, and then you got the bus there that you buy a day ticket and it takes you around how many times you want. You have a different 3-4 lines, and someone goes there, some goes there, some you can just circle around the whole day. We choose a beautiful day, by the way, so I'm very grateful for that. It was a beautiful day in Niagara Falls. We also crossed the border to United States, so I can officially say I've been there because I have a stamp in my passport. But still, it's just like a bridge, and you cross it, and there's the border, and you have to go through the same procedure as you did in Canada. It's just not that strict. Maybe because people know that you're just visiting the Niagara Falls from the other side and you're going back. It wasn't so many questions, but still, you have to take pictures of you. You have to leave your fingerprints. They ask you some questions and things like that. But it's honestly not that bad at all. And you also have to pay some fee or something, but it's okay. It's worth checking this magnificent place even from the other side. But the most of Niagara Falls can be seen from Canada. So if you don't want to cross for some reason, or you cannot, you're not missing out on anything like big, everything. The main attraction is on Canadian side. And also we went between those streets a little bit. That's a bit of a resemblance of Vegas in these streets with all the flashing signs and those things where you play in and stuff like that. And it's a nice spot, it's definitely where you can spend the whole day there, just running around, taking pictures, going through those streets. It's a beautiful spot, so you cannot miss that. Now, what about people? Canadians are known to be very polite people, open, and the thing in Toronto is there's everybody there. There's a whole bunch of foreigners. Okay, so it's not like some of you might actually maybe be worried that you're not feel accepted there or something like that, but it's not, because you can meet people from every single country in the world possibly in Toronto. It's a lot of different nationalities, so it's not something that you don't fit in or something like that. When it comes to interactions with people, we never encounter any bad interactions. First day there was a lady at the train that explained everything to us, what happened and stuff like that, and explained a little bit that this is right, and just the local stuff. She was very friendly. And then if you need something, if you want to ask someone, on the streets, people are very friendly. I never had a problem or anything like that. So we had very pleasant experience when it comes to contact with other people. Now, what about the city itself? In a big city like that, there's always something to do. Again, depends on your taste and what you're into, but we were walking a lot because we wanted to, feel and get to know the street. So we would take a metro to somewhere, and then we would just walk around the whole day and just stop for coffee and this and that and pictures and malls and everything, just running around, getting the feel of the city. That was our point. That was our goal of that travel. And 1 month in a big city like that is just flies by. Don't be worried that you'll be bored or you'll get out of the things to do. It flies by so fast. I almost cried when we were at the airport to go back. I was fucking sad when we had to go back. I would say spend as much time as possible on the streets, walking, exploring. There is a whole bunch of this little small specialty shops that are just so warm and welcoming, and you taste new foods or new beverages that you just didn't know existed. You find something new, something exciting, something beautiful. There's something for everyone in a big city like that. I don't know why I describe this as the best month of my life, but it's just that being out there, on your own, being in a new place. I think this is where I come alive a little bit more. It's I'm a bit sleeping here at home. It's very hard to explain. It might be a deeper reason to that, but still, if you are thinking about, taking a trip like that, it doesn't matter, Toronto or anywhere else on the world. If you want to experience that, if you want to, be somewhere else for a bit longer period of time, you just have to go. Don't really think about it too much. Just go, because it's all about human experience. It's all about being out there, exploring new things. It's all about gaining new knowledge and new visions and new beliefs and stuff like that. So if you have a chance and if you're thinking about it, just go. Really. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about Toronto, about travels, about anything else, comment down below or message me on Instagram or somewhere. I will definitely get back to you. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.